and welcome to our little home away from home, prom. I call it Glassoland because straight up there, you might see it. Let's see. There's an IKEA. When I think of IKEA, I think of Brett Glasso. I give Brett a lot of credit. I want to say this publicly. Oh yeah. We're here at the BTS prom. And I want to give Brett a lot of credit because I used to, rib him a little bit. It's always some good fun. I don't have anything against him. And I hope he realizes it's just a good fun. But one of the things I always told him, you got to get out there and meet real people. Not just YouTube people and LDRs and all that other crap. And LDR stuff is so much bullshit. I mean, let's face it, at this point, anyone who still buys into that needs to have their head examined. But let's go with Glassoland and what my greater point here is. Brett was the ultimate 99-cent super chat freak of the century, having what he called relationships. I was in a relationship with Raquel, and then I was in a relationship with someone. And of course, they never met each other. There's no relationship. You're not in a relationship if you haven't met somebody, okay? By the way, I noticed Gio did a show called Lies Expats Tell Each Other, or something like that. And I just did my 2-part series on expat lies. Now people are gonna claim I copied it from him, but look at the dates. I came out with it first. I'm glad to see that he's doing it. One of the biggest lies is him and his other cohorts who are lying to get people to have sex for their visa scams that they did. And I don't personally have anything against the guy at all, but I know because I've read the text messages between him and several girls that I knew. I knew the little games they were playing. The old, let's get together and watch Netflix. That's one of the biggest scams going. But anyway, back to Brett. Brett and the 99-cent super chat. The dreaded 99-cent. I have a book out right now called Basement Boys that's dedicated to Brett because Brett finally got off his lazy ass, started working at IKEA, started traveling, went to Scotland, I think. He went to Ireland. Started living his life. And by all accounts, he's got a much happier life now than he ever did by a huge margin when he was a straight-up basement boy. So kudos to Brett for pulling it together. And the other thing, I heard him on someone's panel about 6 months ago scolding people for being basement boys, which is good to hear because if anyone would know, he would know. And he was advising people to get out and live your life, get a job, stop looking to the government to save you. So, shout out to Brett. Seriously, I mean that in all sincerity. So I don't think I'm going to do a live stream today. I'm just going to do an upload here. It is Sunday. We're in Benchasiri Park in Prom near Ian Spear here and IKEA, and they're building a new Conrad right here. I can't wait. I've been staying in the Conrad for the past week, and I get tired of certain hotels after a while. And so for me, I'm looking forward to a new Conrad. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, shout out to Brett. We had a great day today, ice skating. Probably heading out to Phuket in another day or so. And we'll see how the weather is. If the weather really sucks, we're not going to be staying there very long. I think they're having rain every day, but if it's less than an hour, then it's something we can live with. You have these monsoon seasons here in the low time, but we had that here in Bangkok, and in the past week I think we only had 1 hour of rain, maybe 2 hours, maybe 2 times rain in the week. And it actually is quite nice because all the air pollution gets washed out during that time, all the PM 2.5 million, and it becomes way more tolerable. And if you're only getting 2 times of rain in 7 days, less than an hour each time, that's nothing. Very easy. All right, everybody. Hope you had a great week. Be looking for some new military history books coming out. One is Admiral Halsey. The other one will be Admiral Nimitz, which was requested by Tim Disiak, the great Tim Disiak. So if anybody has any suggestions on larger-than-life characters or people like Dan Daly and Smedley Butler, who are also larger-than-life for sure, but beyond being larger-than-life, they also were 2-time recipients of the Congressional Medal of Honor. But Admiral Halsey, Admiral Nimitz, O'Grady from England, he's another one. I got a Japanese guy that was the head of their carrier fleet at Midway. I'm working on and researching right now. I'm trying to do it to where we put even some from the other sides that were larger-than-life characters that deserve recognition even though they were on the other side. And then, of course, we're going to do Desert Fox, which is going to be back when Eisenhower was a lieutenant general and Patton was a major general, 2-star, before they had the Supreme Allied Commander position where he became a 5-star general in that unbelievable first real major battle in the European theater in North Africa, Morocco, and so on. That's all going to be coming out, as well as the history of Clark, Subic, the Marine bases in Okinawa, Japan, and the Army bases in Korea. So that's all on the planning stage because I've been planning these series for the last couple of years to coincide between Memorial Day and the bicentennial 250-year bicentennial and a half celebration, which is coming up on July 4th. All right, everybody, take care. Hope you have a great week. We'll catch up with you soon. Bye-bye.